Hey, welcome on back. Actually, I should say it's good to be back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude. And yes, it's been a while. It took about a year of pretty intense therapy for me to get to the point where I can speak completely clearly again. Where most people don't even realize that there was something wrong with the right side of my face. Still a few clues, but you're not here to talk about my past medical history. You're here to learn about the knife. And what do I have for you today? A new one from Begg Knives. The Clumps. Yes, the Clumps. It's a rather nice knife. It's fairly small. It's right at 4 inches. It's closed. It's got a nice false edge across the top. Very classic drop point design. D2 steel for the blade, so it's probably going to take a beating and keep on going, which is always nice. Feels great in the hand. Of course, Begg knives may be new, but they're definitely nice knives. It's G10 handle. Very faintly textured, but there's a little jimping on the liner, so that makes it a lot easier to get it to unlock or lock. Definitely very nice that way. It's got a hole for a lanyard if you want to add one. What I do find interesting is that it's only partially covered in back. And I got a lot of jimping right here, which is interesting. I'm not used to jimping being in that place. It's not like it's really going to help with the grip that much. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. But still, definitely an interesting twist. The scales are not skeletonized, amazingly enough, which is kind of common in a lot of pocket knives. As a result, it's a little bit heavier than a lot. Still not much. I mean, it's still only 3/10 of a pound. But it definitely gives it a very sturdy, very substantial feel. Sorry. Pocket clip is kind of nice. Unfortunately, the pocket clip is fixed right where it is, so it's designed for right-hand pocket tip-up carry, which I prefer tip-off carry, yes. But I do wish they had made it so that you could flip the pocket clip to do a left-hand carry on it, which unfortunately you just can't. But still, on that, well, let's see what this thing will do, shall we? Let's see here. First, we need some scrap paper. So, here we go. Now that's too beat up. This one isn't too bad. Oh, what you doing, River, huh? What you doing, baby? Cats, gotta love them. When they want attention, they don't care what you've got in your hand or what you're doing. They want attention, and they want it now. But let's get back to testing out the knife, shall we? Let's see here. Oh, very nice edge. Cutting up the paper beautifully. No rough spots that I can see. I know people like to do a little bit of shaving of the forearm to test out the edge, and as you can see, that edge comes out nicely. I don't personally like that test because there's too many other things you could do. But still, that works nicely. Let's see here. How about cardboard? Old Amazon box. Heavy corrugated. Not the double corrugated, just standard corrugated, but still. Okay, so. Man. Took off the flap very nice and easy. Yeah, that's going to open boxes beautifully. No problem with that, that's for sure. Let's see here. You know what I forgot? A plastic bottle to test hang package opening. Give me just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, back. A little bigger bottle than I normally use, but it'll still work. Good heavy plastic too, which is good because, face it, some of the hang packages are rather hefty. Let's see how this works. A little bit resistance, but once it's in, it seems to be cutting it quite nicely, which is nice. Yeah, I'll take that without any problem. So paper, cardboard, hang package test. Yeah. Let's get the paracord. One of the handiest things who's ever invented, paracord. Yeah, cut that nicely. Let's go for a smaller loop so we can test just the tip here. Nice. Very nice. Paracord. Let's see here. I've got some. Oh, come on. There we go. Zip ties. Now I had some more around. I rank this right up there with paracord. It's so handy for so many things. Tying wires and cables together so they don't get out of a mess. Securing guns at gun shows. It's actually great for holding things together when you're trying to do some bushcrafting. Almost as good as paracord. And of course, if you're in security, it makes great temporary handcuffs. But there's a pain to cut. So let's see how this does. Beautiful. Right through. No problem whatsoever. How about this way? Excellent. Next question. Excuse me, kitten. Daddy needs some of this stuff here. Let's see how it is at this thing is at chopping. And it's a little awkward, but it does a nice job of chopping things. Yes, I know. And my cat is sitting here looking at me going, Daddy, what are you doing? But as long as we got the wood in our hands, normally I do leather first, but let's go ahead and see about this. A piece of parrot wood. That's feathering it up nicely. Let's see about chopping. Yeah, it's gone through that beautifully. Let's see here. How about... Now this is kind of silly what I'm about to do, but let's give it a try. That false edge. I wish I had a leather glove. Unfortunately, my leather glove kind of died, so let's see what happens here. I'm getting a little bit of a line in there, but without a leather glove to protect my hand, I can't really baton it that well. How about stabbing? That's quite nice. So, doing real well on the wood. Baby, I gotta get one more thing out from underneath you here, baby. Come on, let Daddy get to the leather, okay? No. My kitten is fighting me, will not let me get to the leather that's underneath her. So we're going to have to pass on that. One other thing, completely ridiculous, but I've actually had some people asking for this sort of thing. So let's see how it does against a tin can. Yeah. Does nice. Went through that beautifully. Not that I'd expect anything else. Let's see here. Wipe the moisture off it, and let's see how the tip is here. Yeah. Haven't lost anything. Edge is still just as nice as it was. So the mini glimpse from Begg Knives. Rather nice knife. Very comfortable in the hand. Very attractive. Sits fairly deep in the pocket with that pocket clip. All in all, definitely a good choice for a EDC. Suggested retail price is $9.95, or excuse me, $99.95. Yeah, I can talk. So it's not a bad price. Well, break your budget if you're looking for a good knife that'll handle anything you can throw at it. Definitely recommend. But in the meantime, I got things I gotta get on with here. Yeah, unfortunately, my temporary paralysis was not the only thing I've had go wrong over the year. For those of you who have been following me, I know my leg has been rather bad, and it's gotten to the point where I can't walk anymore. I've got to go in for knee replacement surgery. I left it way too long, but matter of fact, my primary care physician was about ready to tell me that she wouldn't treat me anymore if I didn't get it taken care of. But again, not something you're interested in. But I'm back to making videos, and hopefully I'll have quite a few more to do, even after surgery. I don't have to be able to walk and run to do the videos. I can just sit to do them. So I will see you on the next video. I thank you for coming back. I wish you luck. And remember, it may be ability decides what you can do. It may be, or talent. It may be inspiration that decides what you will do. But it's attitude that decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do anything, no matter what it is, do it with attitude. See ya.